Morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Before we start our lesson, let's pray together. Pray begin. Okay, enough. Okay, today our lesson is about data presentation. Okay. Before I tell you about what is data presentation, do you know what is data?
No.
Data is a collection of information obtained by an observation. Data cannot be a number, symbols, or anything else. Then there is two types of data. First type, qualitative. Qualitative data show us about the characteristics. So the qualitative data cannot be measured by numbers. Then the second is quantitative. Quantitative data show us about the amount of an object. So after here, any question?
No.
Then after the data is collected, the data will be arranged, analyzed, and then we can get the conclusion from the data. The study that analyze, collect, and then make the conclusion of the data is statistics. Statistics can be applied in many fields in our life. For example, in the economic, statistics can be used to determine the country economic development. Then we go to the data presentation. Like I said before, after the data is collected, then the data will be arranged. There's two ways to present data, namely in the form of table and chart. First is table. Table data shows the data in rows and columns. For example, I have the data of the height of the student in class A, for example. So like this is an example of table. Presentation of data in tabular form means following data into the same group in a row or column. So each group, for example, this group of the height 170 has 5 frequency or 5 students that have height 170. Then the second is in the chart. Represented data in diagrams will be more interesting than in table form because this use picture. In chart form, there are two types too. The first is bar. Sorry. and the second is pi. When you use bar charts, the data is categorized into some groups, and annual data in the bar chart, the data will be drawn from in the form of rectangle. For example, if we use this table, the bar chart will be like this. This line shows the frequency, and this line, this line shows the height. For example, here, height 160, frequency is 7. Then here, even the rectangle, like this. Then the second frequency is 5. Then frequency is 2. So this is the bar chart of the table height of the class A, for example. Then until here, any question?
No.
Maybe you can understand the material first.
Yes.
Okay, the next is the pie chart. The next is pie chart. Pie charts are usually used to present data that are grouped. Here the data will be described in picture or in a circle, in the form of circle. Then the data or the group of the data will be presented as a segment of a pie or of a circle. There's if the data if the pie is expressed in percent, then the total data is 100%, and if the pi is expressed in degree, then the total data is 360 degree. So there's the formula. Percent segment is the frequency over the total data times 100%. Then if degree become degree, frequency over total data times 360 degree. So this is the formula. Any question?
No.
Okay, let's try to make pie charts. If I have table of the thing of ten, 6 and 4. Okay. Okay, try to count the percent or the degree of the segment, please. First, but hey, right. Yeah. Yes, total. Then the height of 160. Then over the total frequency. 20 is right percent. Okay, you use percent. Then equal 50%. Okay, good. Next, the rate of 165. 20. Okay, there's some mistakes here. So how if you do this? Near 5. Right? Then 50%. Okay, next. Four over 20. 100%. Here, right? Percent. Okay, 100 divided by 5 is 20. 20. Okay, then we try to make the pie charts. So we draw the circle. Whoa. This. Then the student will have the height of 160 is 50%. Make it a half of the circle. This is the. Then 30 and 20. This is 25. Then maybe like this. the height of 170, and this is 155. Okay, I think enough. Is there any question?
No.
If there is question, maybe that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Before we finish, let's pray together. Pray begin. Okay, enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Udah keren-keren ya ini kok. Ya, tapi
Deh.
bensu lagi ya.
Kamera juga.
Orang
Orang pertama selalu